Welcome to another episode of Sanford Says. My name is Lisa Holder, Communications Officer for the City of Sanford, and we have a great topic today and some super special guests. The topic is the Sanford 4th Annual Porchfest, and my guest today is Nancy Sepulveda, co-founder of Sanford Porchfest. Welcome, Nancy.
Thank you, Lisa. Good morning.
How are you today?
I am doing well, thank you.
I'm so glad you're on the show. This is an incredible music event for the city of Sanford, for our visitors and residents. Let's jump right in and talk about Sanford Porchfest, everything about it, who, what, when, where, and why. And then we have a special guest on this episode, first time ever. And Nancy, you'll introduce the musician, won't you?
Sure. Thank you, Lisa. So Sanford Porchfest, this is our fourth, I cannot believe it is our fourth annual Sanford Porchfest. What started as like just a dream for us in, Kim Waters' kitchen talking about it. We're going into our fourth year. It is coming up next Saturday, which is the 27th, from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. There'll be music on most of the porches between 11:30 and 6:30, and then we have a final porch, which is our closing porch, porch number 6, which will be the producer's porch, where at the end of the evening, we're going to have the Wilted Chili's play the final performance. So everybody can converge onto porch number 6, the producer's porch, which is at 709 South Magnolia Avenue. So this year we have 12 porches and 50 bands.
Yeah, that's great.
All types of music genre, from, country music, rock music, popular music, jazz. I believe we even have the steel drummer back by popular demand. He was last year, everybody loved him, and he is back by popular demand. Now, this event could not be put together if it wasn't for our local sponsors and our community. The city, thank you, Lisa. The city of Sanford has been great to work with, especially with the events and planning department, as well as the CRA, who also sponsored us this year. And what we want to do is, at the end of Porchfest, this is to showcase not just the talent that we have in Sanford, and you're going to hear some of the talent now, but also our beautiful community, the beautiful homes. And then afterwards, we want everybody to converge on downtown and go to the restaurants, go to the shops, and support our local businesses.
That's wonderful. And we want to highlight that this is a free event, correct?
Yes.
A free event. And come down to hear some incredible musicians, local musicians.
Local,
right?
Yes, absolutely.
But Sanford Porchfest is a 501c3. It's a nonprofit. Correct?
Yes, absolutely. So one of the goals when we put Sanford Porchfest together, not only did we want to promote the local music scene and the beautiful atmosphere of our town, but we said, what else can we do? And as you know, arts in schools, are seldom funded, or the funds are going away. So we decided to raise money. It's a free event. We do sell T-shirts and merchandise and koozies, cups, posters, and we also have donation buckets. And then what we do with the money, the funds that we raise, is we invest it back into the community in musical scholarships or arts scholarships. For example, last year we did provide a scholarship to Seminole County Community College, Seminole State Community College, as well as Wayne Dench Performing Arts Center, the West End Theater Group, and Central Florida Arts. So we do sponsor the arts and music programs around the community, and all the money that we make at Porchfest gets reinvested back into the local art scene in Sanford and Seminole County.
Yes, what a wonderful mission that is. And so the vision of Sanford Porchfest, I'm reading it here in your merchandise booklet or handout here, and it says that the vision of Sanford Porchfest is to be an authentic and altruistic organization that helps unify the Sanford community through access to music, access to arts education, and access to each other. How wonderful is that? How wonderful is that? And when we speak about access to each other, we're actually in the middle of a pandemic. So let's discuss a little bit about the COVID-19 mitigation.
Yes, absolutely. Yes, this year was a challenging one. Again, we're in the middle of a pandemic, and it's important safety first. So one of the things that working with the city of Sanford, as well as the police department and public safety, we've decided to close every street where there will be a music porch. So the street will be closed to motor traffic. So that means is that you're going to walk, ride your bike, bring a little, a cart with your lawn chairs or your beach chairs, and plop yourself on a porch. There will be plenty of parking in the community around the porches, as well as because this is a community event, we contacted Nueva Vida, which means New Life, Christian Church on 911 South Palmetto Avenue, and they've graciously donated their church parking lot for parking. So between 9th and 10th on Palmetto at the New Life Christian Church, Nueva Vida Christian Church, there's parking available. So one of the things is by closing the streets, we're able to social distance and spread out, because then we don't have to worry about anyone being hit by a car or any of that type of, so we'll provide plenty of distance to spread out, social distance. We're also asking everyone to wear a mask. All of the volunteers, and we have a lot of volunteers helping us. Again, we couldn't put this together without volunteers from the community. Our volunteers, our sponsors, our vendors will all be wearing masks. Anybody who interacts with the community will be wearing masks. And then we do ask that the community wear masks and maintain in your own social circle. So maintain together. And then again, with the street closures, there should be plenty of space so that you can distance out and practice some social distance. We do have Loggerhead Distillery also sponsoring hand sanitizers. So they'll be creating hand sanitizers for us, which we'll have them throughout the festival, throughout the front porches, so that to ensure that you're washing your hands, sanitizing your hands.
Right, and so that's great information, very important information to share. And I do see here that you're going to have a restroom at every porch.
Absolutely.
Right? And it looks like there'll be a pedestrian zone and also an art auction.
Yes, absolutely. So again, this. All of our sponsors are great to work with, and Waste Pro.
You want to name some of your sponsors?
Yeah, sure. We can name some of them.
A lot.
So we have a lot. So, Waste Pro is sponsoring us with the facility. So there will be restrooms at every porch, including, ADA accessible restrooms at 3 of the porches. Porch 3, 6, and 9 will have ADA restrooms. But our sponsors include many of our local downtown friends, Sanford Brewing Company, Henry's Depot, Celery City Craft, who's been sponsoring us since the first Porchfest. Also, we have Adams Law Firm, PDQ, Magpies Modern General, a couple of realtors, Tammy Agnini, Yellow Door Realty, as well as Florida One Real Estate. And then Ken's Coins is also sponsoring us, Sunvina, Logan Eye Care, Sanford Tours and Experience. They're the ones that give the historic walking tours, which I am one of the tour guides. They're also one of our sponsors. Miller Construction Company, Airport Lanes, My Personal Plumber. So we have a bunch of different types of sponsors. I did want to give a shout out to our Media One, which is doing a lot of our print. Airport Lanes, which is our media sponsor. Audi North Orlando also is one of our sponsors. So again, and Champion Soft Wash. I just had my house washed by them. Again, another sponsor. So we have visit the sponsor booths. They will be giving information about their organizations, about what they do, and then support them also after Porchfest. So again, thank you for all of our sponsors that help put this event together.
Yes, thank you. And food vendors, I see here listed under Noms Noms. There's several.
Yeah,
several
so
food.
we do have in the map. So this year we created a brochure guide, and Sanford Printing Company, again, local business right on First Street. She was so great to work with. She's printing our maps, and she also printed our guide, which is what you're looking at. Which some people keep these, similar to the holiday tour of home brochure. People keep these as a souvenir. So we will have limited numbers of program guides available at the merchandise porch, which again will be porch number 6 at 709 Magnolia. But we will have some food vendors, some local hollerbacks, Willow Tree, Tango 01, an Argentinian food vendor. Rosie Lee Wavelengths Tea Company will be a beverage vendor. So we will have food vendors throughout the festival. Now, the art gallery, which you did mention, so we partner with Janine Taylor and Gallery on First. And actually, you can get a sneak peek of the art this weekend, Saturday the 20th, at Janine Taylor's Art Gallery. They created some special artwork, and it's drums. So this is painted drums. It's beautiful.
Oh, wow.
If you remember last year, we had the guitars, and we auctioned the artwork.
Yes, we have one, actually.
That's right. You won one of the artworks. So
Yes.
this year there'll be artwork auction. You can get a sneak preview this Saturday between 6 and 8 p.m. at Janine Taylor's and Gallery on First.
Okay.
But we will have that artwork on display on the 800 block of Magnolia, which is between 8th and 9th on Magnolia, where we have a porch. 813 Magnolia is one of the porches.
Right. 12 porches of music festival, free music festival throughout the historic residential district of downtown Sanford. For those of you who, may be inquiring about where this is exactly, it is on Saturday, February 27th, 11 to
8 p.m.
8 p.m. Okay. So just wanted to remind folks. So you got save the date, not this weekend, the following weekend. So that's really just a wonderful event. Who doesn't love music, live music? And one cause, an entire community, 50 bands, 12 porches. Speaking of bands and music, for the first time on this podcast, I am really pleased and excited to have a very talented musician here with us and the City of Sanford on the podcast. Nancy, would you like to introduce our special guest?
Sure, thank you. So we have Carrie Martin, and this is a funny story. I was at Lisa's wine cellar a couple of weekends ago. I just stopped by for a glass of wine after the Wayne Dench Performing Arts Center fundraiser, the 90s fundraiser, and there was a singer-songwriter, and she was on her piano and she was singing songs, and in between breaks she says, "Hey, I'm going to be appearing at Porchfest." And as soon as she said Porchfest, I got up, I said, "Porchfest." I don't do the band recruiting. Shelley Allen works with all the performers. So I introduced myself, and then I found out that Carrie is playing on one of our porches. She's playing on porch number 11, which is sponsored by Henry's Depot, and she goes on at 1:30. Okay. And I thought, not only was she talented, I was just blown away and impressed by her youth. She is 17 years old, and to see when I was 17, I don't remember what I was doing, but I wasn't singing in a bar, and I wasn't a musician. I can't even carry a tune. So when I found out that she's 17 years old, she just got a scholarship, and she's maybe talk a little bit about your scholarship.
Yes. Hi, my name is Carrie. Thank you for having me on the show. As Nancy said, I'm 17. I go to Lake Howell High School, and in the fall I will be attending Berklee College of Music on a scholarship, and I'm so excited to be majoring in contemporary writing and production. I do play in the community at Louisa's Cellar. I'm at farmers markets, and I'm around town and in the community.
This is exciting.
Yes.
This is real. And Carrie, Carrie Martin.
Yes,
that's your
Carrie
name.
Martin.
This is just so exciting, and I'd love to clap. Congratulations on that scholarship.
Thank you.
Because that is Berklee. If you want to
right.
share with our listeners, Berklee School of Music. It's not in California. It's in
Yes,
Boston.
it's
and it is one of the top
contemporary music schools.
Contemporary
yes.
music schools in the nation. So
absolutely.
Congratulations
Thank you
on
so
that.
much. I'm so excited.
So Carrie is actually going to play us a song today on the podcast. Do you want to say anything about this particular song?
This is an original song that I'm actually in the process of recording and releasing. I do have music out on all streaming platforms. Original music. My EP is called Haunting Me, and that is out. You can listen to it. This song will be out soon, but I don't know when. This is called Are You Still Down? And it is about needing to go on a road trip with that one special person.
Carrie Martin.
Thank you.
Friday shift coming to an end, got that one thing on her head again. Driving home, she takes a wrong turn. Looking back, it's exactly what she meant. It's been 5 long years and she doubts he still lives here. But when he opens up the door, she says, let's go riding in the mountains like we said we would when we were kids. Leave a world behind, find one much bigger than this. Let's go right up to the skyline, join my fantasy one more time. Leave a world behind, find one that makes us satisfied. Are you still down? Are you still down? He looks the same, a little taller now, but he's still got that face. Runs inside to pack a bag, then buckles in, their adventure awaits. He'd been thinking about it too, a break from life was overdue. Thank God she came to him and said, let's go riding in the mountains like we said we would when we were kids. Leave a world behind, find one much bigger than this. Let's go right up to the skyline, join my fantasy one more time. Leave a world behind, find one that makes us satisfied. Are you still down? Are you still down? Now they've got a big white house, but they're a little tired and worn out. She should have seen this coming and coming. They work 10 hours a day, they need a trip away. She wraps him in her arms and says, let's go riding in the mountains like we said we would when we were kids. Leave a world behind, find one much bigger than this. Let's go right up to the skyline, join my fantasy one more time. Leave a world behind, find one that makes us satisfied. Are you still down? Are you still down? Oh, 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 oh.
There you have it, Carrie Martin.
Thank you.
What a beautiful
Wow.
song. So
Thank you
you're a
so much.
songwriter and a musician. Very
Yes.
talented young lady. Wish you the best of success.
Thank you so much.
Wonderful. Wow, so that's a little teaser of the incredible types of musicians, music that you will hear at the Sanford Porchfest. Right, Nancy?
Yes, great. Lots of wonderful talent, lots of homegrown local talent. So we are so excited that we're able to put this, even though during these times, trying to get this festival together was a little challenging, but we've made it work. We're working with the city, working with our sponsors. We made it work, and we're so excited.
Yeah, so last but not least, how can people just, if they want to find out more, they can go on you have a Facebook page?
Yeah,
correct?
so they can go to Facebook and look up Sanford Porchfest. Our website is sanfordporchfest.org. You can find out more information there. And follow us, just follow us on social media where we have the map, we have the schedule. All of that information is already posted on Facebook so that you can plan your day. We're asking people to, bring a chair, bring a beach blanket, bring your dog if your dog is friendly. It is all family friendly, wonderful lyrics, wonderful bands, just a fun time for everyone.
Yes.
And remember, again, we are doing this to raise money for the community, and there's lots of ways that you can help us purchase merchandise. The art auction is a way to raise money. Also, Deviant Wolf created a Sanford Porchfest Pilsner. It is available at Deviant Wolf Brewing Company, and we do get a proceeds of every can that they sell.
Wonderful. This is one of my favorite events in the city of Sanford. So thank you. And Nancy, any last words? Anything?
I just hope to see everyone there. I hope everyone wears their mask. I hope everyone practices social distance, and just be kind to one another and have fun.
Yes. And thank you, Carrie Martin.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yes, first musician on the City of Sanford podcast. That was Nancy Sepulveda, co-founder of the Sanford Porchfest, and we appreciate you and all that you do in the community, Nancy. This is Lisa Holder, Communications Officer for the City of Sanford. Thank you for listening to Sanford Says. You can find this podcast wherever you subscribe to podcasts and also on the city website at sanfordfl.gov. Thank you for listening. Get down there on Saturday, February 27th to Sanford Porchfest. Until next time, be safe out there. Thank you for listening.